Morning, it's Thursday morning, back with Old Faithful. Ignore the blinds in the background. The cats lost their mind yesterday for some odd reason. I'm talking to you, Bubba, and I don't know, decided that was the day to kill the blinds. I'm waking the kids up. Today's Thursday, and I have a lot to tell you. So I know some of you were very worried about my emotional breakdowns that I kept, ignore the dishwasher, that I kept repetitively having and felt like I was probably doing too much, and I probably am, but that's not exactly why I was having emotional breakdowns. The reason I'm having emotional breakdowns was because I actually went to the doctor to get help with ADHD, and they tried a medication that didn't work, but it didn't do anything crazy. It just didn't work. And so they decided to try me on another one, and they said, you know, this one won't work, but your insurance will not pay for the medication you need that does work unless you try the ones that don't. Explain the logic in that one. I don't get it. So they tried me on a medication that literally made me freak out. Bubba. Excuse me, sir, can I help you? I'm trying to talk. Ow! Dude, why? What are you doing, fat boy? God, you're crazy. Anyway, so basically the medication made me freak out. It made me start having multiple panic attacks all day, every day. I wasn't able to function. All I did was cry. I really was struggling. And I finally got to speak to the therapist and they were like, well, as an adult, you should be able to regulate your own emotions and thoughts. She also told me that since I had ADHD, I just really needed to work on remembering better. Child, do you not know how this works? If you don't know what you're talking about, just say, I don't know what I'm talking about, and send me somewhere else. So now I'm in the process of finding a new psychiatrist who actually specializes in ADHD and will actually give me the medication that they think will work for me. Bubba, why? And so there's that. So don't worry. Yes, I do a lot. Yes, I'm a psychopath most of the time with the amount of things that I take on in life when I probably shouldn't. But that was not why I was freaking out. I was having a lot of pain. I swear, this cat. Let's go wake up children for school. Today we are, I actually bought a bunch of plastic plates, forks, cups, all that jazz. Because I'm packing all the dishes today. And I'm gonna try is the operative word, to finish packing up laundry. So what I'm doing, since we're so close, by the way, we had the appraisal yesterday, went really good. Dude was super sweet. Says that he'll have it in by today. So there's a good possibility of us closing next week instead of 2 weeks from now. So all the construction's done in the house, minus painting, and that I'm just gonna take on a day or two at a time. Just go over there. Hell, I might be able to get it all done in one day. I don't know, but I was gonna hire somebody. I still might hire someone. I don't know. I just didn't like this dude. You feel me? 10 out of 10, do not recommend. I had somebody, he gave me a great quote, super cheap, but I don't know. You ever met somebody and just instantly were like, yeah, that was this guy. So I'll probably end up just doing it my dang self. Morning, Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. You ready to get up, Bubba? You ready to get up, Bubbas? Mara, Olivia. God. Oh, God. Charlie. What are you doing? Her's gonna get to go back outside and be a panther. Oh. She said, do not touch me, dog. Charles, you ready?
Charlie, oh Charlie, come on Charlie. Oh Charlie, the bestest boy. I know him the best. Tamara, wake up, take me out. I got to pee. Say I got to pee, let me out. Good morning, Bubba. Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Charles. Let's go. Mara, come on, say Mara, wake up, I got to pee. I got to pee. Look at my Charlie. Charlie.
Oh, it was sweeping and you disturbed it. Okay, I'm at the studio right now and I'm cleaning up because I really don't want my nanny, my granny, to come in here. Nanny, granny, we call her both, but I don't want her to come in here and like see bondage stuff and like get weirded out and be like, no. Not that my nanny doesn't know what to do, because she obviously does. She follows me on social media and sees all my photos, like even the raciest things that I can post. My granny's seen it, so she knows what I do. So it's not gonna be like a surprise, but it's very different to see photos that your granddaughter took on social media versus being in a room with your granddaughter and like leather whips and stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get all this stuff cleaned up and get the set ready. I'm pretty sure I've been debating as if I'm going to do it on this background or if I want to do it on the flowers. And I kind of think I want to do it on the flowers, but I don't know. I feel like that glam corner would be so pretty, but it would have to look different. Or do I want it more like portraits? I don't know. I think this would be easier because it's already set up. I literally would just have to move the little nightstand out of the way. I've already got some flowers there, already got that there. I obviously wouldn't light that up, but the flowers, let me show you what I bought for her. But then that's very blue and I've got green and I'm afraid it's gonna be too dark. So for her to wear, I originally was gonna do this, but Mom agreed that while it's beautiful, oh, this is inside out. Shoot, while it's beautiful, my nanny probably is not gonna be a fan because it's gonna show her arms a little bit and like, that's just not something she'd want. So instead, I've got this green velvet dress that has a 12-foot long train on it. So I'm gonna put her in this. So this green velvet, I think, would look better on that gray. Let's pick it up and look. Let's go look. Do we look better with the gray? Or do we look better with the flowers? I'm thinking the gray, which means I've got to cut it and clean it up because there's baby birthday cake on it. Okay, I threw my hair up because I'm burning up, but I hope that this works out. I opted out of gray because I've already used gray and I went for a brown. Yes, I know this looks absolutely insane. Trust the process. But I went with this brown color and then I've got the dress hanging up. Sometimes on the rare occasion, the studio will flood a little bit because it's 110 years old and the guy who built it so that water would flow in because it was a machining shop and he used it for like his turbines. So now 100 years later, we're struggling to keep water out because that's not how he set it up. So we're always like messing around trying to fix it. Well, the dress apparently has gotten wet at some point because it smells a little mildewy, like it needs to be washed, but my nanny's not going to care. I'll explain to her why. She won't care. Nobody can smell through a picture. It doesn't smell bad, like hideous. It's just, it needs to be washed. So there's that. Now we wait for Nanny and she's going to pitch a fit. Let me just tell you, like I've employed my cousin Jason to come over here to help me get Nanny to do this. Because when she realizes what I'm going to do, she's going to be like, absolutely not. No, I can't do that. Cherish, I can't do it. And she can do it. She's just scared. It only takes about 2 seconds of hearing me speak to know that I'm from the Appalachian Mountains, and I had an idea to do these beautiful portraits of my 74-year-old nanny who has never had professional pictures done. So I'm going to do that, and I bought her this. Okay, let me show you the set. Looks kind of crazy. Trust the process.
I'm a stone's throw from the mill, And I'm a good walk to the river. When my working day is over, we'll go swim our cares away. Put your toes down in the water and a smile across your face.
Morning, it is Tuesday. I am currently making myself coffee. You're almost out, I'm just gonna use the rest of it. I'm making myself some coffee and getting ready for the day. The house is currently right now destroyed, obviously because we're moving, and it's a huge old mess. But, so the plan for the day is I'm gonna take the kids to school, and I'm going to almost completely finish packing the house, which is, the coffee machine's out of water. John drinks like 30 glasses of tea, hot tea, every morning when he wakes up or before he goes to bed. He always empties the Keurig of water and then never fills it up. Okay, so the plan for the day is I do have to go do some laundry. I think I may have talked about this at some point. Our dryer is not working, and I'm not buying a new dryer because the dryer and washer that we have is going in the garbage. That was unnecessarily loud. But we have a brand new washer and dryer at the new house, and so we're ditching these. We have a week to go. I'm just gonna have to do the laundromat. It is what it is, but unfortunately, with John working 7 days a week and the kids being in school, and all of my children being the size of adults, it's like doing the laundry of 5 adults because everybody in this house wears adult-sized clothing. So 5 adults laundry. Now that we have a set in stone game plan of what is gonna happen, I feel immensely better. I'm not anxious, I'm not upset, I'm not stressed. It is a lot of work. So like, I don't think y'all understand. It wasn't just the fact that we were moving. My in-laws were, I should say, my mother-in-law's husband, not her. It's a lot. Basically, no organization whatsoever. Completely disorganized. Has no idea what's going on, what's happening, what we're doing. So I'm helping them do all that stuff. So and every other day, literally every other day, the game plan would change. And so that just stresses me out. Like, I like to know what we're doing. Listen, child, I'm a Virgo. I want to know what we're doing, when, how, who, how quickly. Like, it's got to be what it is. And the fact that there was no plan, none. We were just flying by the seat of our pants in one of the biggest purchase actually that you'll ever make in your life. I'm like losing my mind a little bit over it. But now that we have a good game plan in place, we know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly what day we're moving. We've got movers already, lined up. Everything is ready to rock and roll. Because of that, I'm not crying anymore. Another thing that was some stress relief is the fact that I got the painting done. So the house is completely painted, ready to move in, with the exception of mine and John's bedroom. And that's only because they are still living in there. So I can't move in. But I'm going to show you a before. This is what the living room, dining room, kitchen area looked like before. Obviously there's stuff everywhere because they're moving, but you kind of get the idea of the way the house looks. So I cannot wait to show you guys what this house is going to look like when it's completely finished. It will not even look like the same house, just the paint. Because this might surprise you, but I actually went for something pretty bold, to be honest. I told John, I said, when I go to decorate this house, I have a thought in mind, kind of like a theme, I guess you would say, that I would like to do a warm cup of coffee I want a warm cup of coffee on a brisk, crisp fall day. So my whole house looks like a fall wonderland. As a matter of fact, this is the palette, the color palette that I'm using. The curtains are up now, and just seeing it next to the wall color, I'm like, I'm so excited. So yeah, we're moving next week.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck.